Hello and welcome. To solve this equation for real values of x, let us begin with two substitutions. Let us call the square root of 1 minus x p, while we call the square root of 1 minus x squared q. Now, of course, you know that both p and q must be greater than or equal to 0. Now, with these two substitutions, we can rewrite the original equation as 1 plus p over x minus q is equal to 2x. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to get rid of this fraction on the left-hand side. And of course, to do that, we will multiply both sides of this equation by the denominator, which is x minus q. When we do that, we have that 1 plus p is equal to 2x times x minus q. Now, from here, we have that 1 plus p is equal to 2x squared. That is 2x times x minus 2x cubed. The next thing we are going to do is to square both sides of this equation. Expanding this, we have 1 squared, which is 1. 2 times 1 times p is 2p. And we have p squared. Now, this is equal to 2x squared squared is going to give us 4x to the power 4. Now, we have 2 times 2x squared times minus 2x cubed. That is going to give us minus 8x cubed cubed. And then we have minus 2x cubed squared. Of course, that is going to give us plus 4x squared q squared. Now, let us look at this equation. Here we have p squared, and here we have q squared. Now, go back to the substitution. Of course, you know that p squared is 1 minus x, while q squared is 1 minus x squared. So what we are going to do is that we will substitute 1 minus x for p squared and 1 minus x for q squared. When we do that, we have 1 plus 2p plus 1 minus x, and this is equal to 4x to the power 4 minus 8x cubed q plus 4x squared multiplied by 1 minus x squared. Now, 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 2 plus 2p minus x is equal to 4x to the power 4 minus 8x cubed q plus 4x squared times 1 is 4x squared. And 4x squared times minus x squared is going to give us minus 4x to the power 4. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Now, notice that 4x to the power 4 minus 4x to the power 4 is equal to 0. So, we can factorize these two terms. We have a common factor, which is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2p divided by 2 is p. Then we have minus x, and this is equal to 4x squared minus 8x cubed q. Now, let us look at this. We have 1 plus p. From these two substitutions, in the original equation, we have 1 plus p over x minus q is equal to 2x. And of course, you remember that from here, we got that 1 plus p is equal to 2x squared minus 2x cubed. So that means that we can replace this 1 plus p with this. When we do that, we have 2 times 2x squared minus 2x cubed minus x is equal to 4x squared minus 8x cubed. Now let us expand this. 2 times 2x squared is 4x squared. 2 times minus 2x cubed is minus 4x cubed. Then we have minus x, and this is equal to 4x squared minus 8x cubed. Now here we have 4x squared. Here we also have 4x squared. So we can subtract 4x squared from both sides of this equation. When we do that, on the left-hand side, we have minus 4x cubed minus x. And on the right-hand side, we have minus 8x cubed. And when we move this term over to the left-hand side, we have that 8x cubed minus 4x cubed minus x is equal to 0. Now, when you look at these three terms, you're going to see a common factor, which is x. So we have x into 8x cubed divided by x is going to give us 8x squared cubed minus 4x cubed divided by x is going to give us minus 4 cubed. And of course, minus x divided by x is going to give us minus 1, and this is equal to 0. Now, from here, we can see that either x is equal to 0 or 8x squared cubed minus 4 cubed minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, but from the original equation, we know that x is not equal to 0. So, let us now solve this equation to find the values of q. Now, when we look at this equation, you will see that here we have x squared. Let us go back to this substitution. Of course, you know that when we square both sides of this equation, we have that q squared is equal to 1 minus x squared. And when we rearrange this equation, we have that x squared is equal to 1 minus q squared. So we can substitute 1 minus q squared for x squared in this equation. When we do that, we have 8q times 1 minus q squared. Then we have minus 4q minus 1, and this is equal to 0. Now, when we expand this, we have 8q times 1, that is 8q, minus 8q times q squared is going to give us 8q cubed. Then we have minus 4q minus 1, and this is equal to 0. Now, 8q minus 4q is going to give us 4q. Then we have minus 8q cubed minus 1, and this is equal to 0. Now, when we multiply both sides of this equation by minus 1, we have that 8q cubed minus 4q plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, let us look at this cubic equation. Notice that when q is equal to half, then the left-hand side will be equal to 0. We have 8 times half cubed minus 4 times half plus 1. Half to the power 3 is 1 over 8. 8 times 1 over 8 is 1. Minus half of 4 is 2. So this is 2. Then we have plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So that means that q equal to half is a root of this cubic equation. So if we divide this cubic expression on the left-hand side by q minus half. We will be able to factorize this cubic equation. Using the synthetic division method, we have the coefficient of q cubed is 8. The coefficient of q squared is 0 because there is no term in q squared. Then we have minus 4, which is the coefficient of q. And then we have 1, which is the constant term. We are dividing with half. We bring down 8. Half times 8 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. Half times 4 is 2. Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. Half times minus 2 is minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that means that when we factorize this left-hand side, we have q minus half multiplied by 8q squared plus 4q minus 2. And of course, this is equal to 0. And of course, the final step is to solve this quadratic equation. Now let us divide through by 8. We have q squared plus 4 over 8 is half. 2 over 8 is 1 over 4, and this is equal to 0. We cannot solve this equation by factorization, so let us complete the square. To do that, we move this term over to the right. When we do that, we have q squared plus half q is equal to 1 over 4. Now let us divide the coefficient of q by 2. When we do that, we have 1 over 4. Now we square and add to both sides of this equation. So we have q squared plus half q plus 1 over 4 squared is equal to 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4 squared. Of course, you know that on the left-hand side, we now have a perfect square. So we take 1 q and we take 1 over 4 and we square. And this is equal to 1 over 4 plus 1 over 16. 1 over 4 squared is 1 over 16. Now, this can be written as 4 over 16. That is when I multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 4. Now we have 4 over 16 plus 1 over 16. And of course, this is equal to 5 over 16. And taking square root of both sides of this equation, we have that q plus 1 over 4 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5 over 16. This is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5 divided by the square root of 16, which is 4. Of course, when we subtract 1 over 4 from both sides of this equation, we have that q is equal to minus 1 over 4 plus root 5 over 4, or minus 1 over 4 minus root 5 over 4. Now, all in all, we have 3 values of q. But remember that q must be positive. So that means that this value is unacceptable. So we have that q is equal to half, or q is equal to minus 1 plus root 5 all over 4. And finally, to find the values of x, we go back to this substitution equation. We have that x squared is equal to 1 minus q squared. When q is half, we have that x squared is equal to 1 minus half squared. This is equal to 1 minus 1 over 4. X squared is equal to 4 times 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So x squared is equal to 3 over 4. And hence x is equal to plus or minus root 3 over 4. Of course, this is the same as plus or minus root 3 divided by 2. And when q is equal to minus 1 plus root 5 over 4, then x squared is equal to 1 minus 1 plus root 5 divided by 4 squared. This is equal to 1 minus 1 squared is 1. 2 times minus 1 times root 5 is minus 2 root 5. Root 5 squared is 5. Divided by 4 squared is 16. This is equal to 1 minus 5 plus 1 is 6 minus 2 root 5 over 16. Now 16 times 1 is 16 minus 6 minus plus 2 root 5 divided by 16. 16 minus 6 is 10 plus 2 root 5 divided by 16. We can factorize this. We have 2 into 10 divided by 2 is 5. And of course, 2 root 5 divided by 2 is root 5 over 16. 2 into itself is 1, into 16 is 8. So x squared is equal to 5 plus root 5 divided by 8. And taking square root of both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5 plus root 5 over 8. And finally, we have 4 values of x. We have that x is equal to root 3 over 2 minus root 3 over 2. Square root of 5 plus root 5 over 8 and minus square root of 5 plus root 5 over 8. Now, I'd like you to tell me in the comment section which 3 out of these 4 values of x satisfy the original equation. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up and a comment to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more videos here.